Well, howdy. Surprise, surprise, change of plans. Going much earlier than I anticipated today. I thought I was going to go around 7:30. But then it started raining. I was going to go out and do some nature, a little hiking, shoot a video. But then the rain started to pour, so I'm like, well, might as well just jump on this. What better thing to do than jump on this when, what are you doing? Got the kitty in the background. Jump on this while it's raining out. It's perfect. So how's everyone doing? TT, how are you? Hello. Good to see you. How's your day going? Is everything going good in your world? I hope so. Just letting everything breathe here for a second. Cyrus, you wanted in and now you want out. Well, until you start yowling, maybe you'll get a little cameo. But good to see you, TT. Hope all's well with you. I'm just moving some stuff around here. Again, I need that third monitor bad, or a second monitor. That's gonna be on the list when I move into the new place. Get an actual office for all this stuff. It'll be cool. It will be by July for you guys, so that'll be fun. Something fun to look forward to. But yeah, we'll see. I might just see how the weather does. Might do 1 or 2 hours and then go out, film some stuff, hang out in nature, and then come back and do a later live stream or something like that. But for all you guys all overseas and all over the world right now, what's up? Hoping everything's well for you guys. We'll talk about some stuff as we get into this. Let the chat breathe here for a little bit. You know, as of yesterday, everything that I was talking about in terms of like the density of what I was feeling and the heaviness and just feeling like that fatigue and tired is lifted slightly. It's lifted just a little bit today. So, nice little update there. Feeling a little more sprightly, a little more like myself or like my new self or something. Something's going on. But still going to encourage myself to continue to write down and really go after those questions I was talking about, knowing thyself. Who am I? Asking those questions so that we can clearly move forward, knowing who we are, and then we'll know the actions to take. We'll just be inspired to start taking actions that reflect what the answers to that question of who am I is when we truly decipher it for ourselves. If you have trouble with that and jump into that, doing that, you know exactly who you're not by this time. You know what I'm saying? You know exactly who you're not. So if you need to start there by knowing who you're not, because you've experienced so much in life already, you already know who you're not, what you prefer and what you don't prefer. So anyways, we got Jade up in here. Hello, how are you doing today? That's a new name, I believe. Good to see you. How you doing, my friend? Nice to see you here. How's everything going in your neck of the woods, wherever you're at? Nice to meet you. Pleasure to have you here in this open-hearted community where we just discuss our ups and downs, our triumphs and our tribulations, and things that are challenging us, things that you guys have questions on. I offer my guidance, my perspective, and wisdom that I've accumulated over my lifetime so far. It's my passion to help inspire you guys to all change your own lives for the better. So if that sounds good and you have anything you want to talk about or any questions or just want to simply introduce yourself and say hello, that's totally fine. But yeah, this is a space for growth and development and evolvement. Get us out of the fence sitting, get us out of whatever ruts we may be in our lives right now, and allow our authentic selves to arise, which is what I was just touching on just a second ago, asking those questions of who I am, who am I? What is my I am that I am? So that we can clear that up, and once we clear that up officially, and whether it's writing it down, speaking out verbally, or whatever, then we'll be able to more easily know the direction that we need to go, the actions we need to take, and the actions that we actually feel inspired to take because we know exactly who we are and who we're not. Which is the fun part about creation and about evolving. We never get it done. There's no finish line to the end. So we don't have to be in such a rush and such a hurry. We don't need to push ourselves or force our lives to go into a certain way. We just need to get in the direction of our downstream flow, and it's different for everybody and looks different for everybody. So I like, I enjoy it. I'm passionate about helping you guys find your downstream flow in your lives. So good to see you. Good to see you, TT, and good to see you, Jade. Nice to meet you. I joined a live stream a few weeks ago. Okay, my bad. You told me you used to be in a high control religion like me. Oh, okay. Okay, nice. Thank you for reminding me. Well, welcome back then. My apologies. Yes, I did used to be, highly devoutly Catholic, so tends to be pretty controlling, that religion, I would say. The do's and don'ts are pretty harsh and pretty steep, and the penalties penalties of perjury, so to speak, are intense. So yeah, it was a huge transition that I had to go through to get me to where I'm at now. But yeah, well, good to see you again. How you been? How have you been? Happy to see you here again. Yeah, when I read the name, I'm like, a part of me thought it was maybe familiar, but I was like, well, I might as well just make it. You'll tell me, you'll let me know, and you did. But good to see you, Jade. Yeah, we were gonna do this live stream a little bit later today, but maybe I caught you at a good time. Maybe it started raining out. I was gonna do some hiking, some filming, and things like that, and then it started raining, so that kind of put that out. But I may jump on that later if it stops raining. We'll see. So maybe I'll go for an hour or two here, and then maybe jump back on later tonight. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Because then this gives us opportunity for all my overseas friends to jump on here and everything like that. Which I can't remember if you're from overseas, Jade, or if you're from the States or where you're from. But good to be here. It's early enough for everybody. Anyways. And it's nice just doing a live stream, watching the rain pour down. How is that transition going for you? Or have you gone through it officially, Jade, with that transition from religion to more kind of open-minded, open-hearted spirituality and so on? Okay, yep. I used to be a Jehovah's Witness. Now it's come back to me. It's all come back to me. Left a couple of years ago. It's a good feeling being able to explore what you truly believe. I'm from the UK. All right. Jade, ex-Jehovah's Witness, UK. I got you. Got you locked in. Jade 52276. That must be your zip code or something? Or is that just an American thing? It's not just an American thing. But, yeah, welcome in. I gotta let my cat out here for a second. He wants in, then he wants out. All right. You want to say what's up? Come here, little mice. This is Cyrus. Cyrus the cat. He's a good little boy. The handsome guy. Look up. Look into the light, mice. Yeah. I know. You're a good kitty. Why don't you hang out? He's got like a little bed on my desk here. Maybe he'll hang out. Yeah, you seem pretty chill. He's a crazy little mister. This is Cyrus. I know. Oh, he's adorable. Thank you. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Here, go right here. Just hang out, mister. Let's see, get that. There we go. Get some fresh air for him. We're good. That's the first time Cyrus has ever made a stream, and I'm already freaking hairy from it. Yeah, he's a great cat. He's good to have around. He's a very good boy. Crazy boy. Oh my gosh, he can get pretty crazy. But a good boy nonetheless. A very good boy nonetheless. Yeah, when I got him, I just had this crazy desire to get a cat. It was crazy how intense it was. I don't know why, but when I was living in New York, he's a New York street cat. I didn't find him on the street, but the adoption clinic found him on the street. So I got him when he was 3 months old, a little kitten, little mister, aka the mister. It's been a good journey, hasn't it? It's been a very good journey. But yeah, it was some kind of crazy feeling that I just needed a cat so terribly bad. And he's been awesome. is that he was actually so crazy as a kitten. I almost gave him back in the first week. I'm like, I don't think I can actually handle this. I think I was very wrong, but my friends actually convinced me to give it a shot and keep him around for a little bit longer. Very glad that I did, but man, oh man, was he hell as a kitten. My gosh, he had so much energy. He was crazy. He still is crazy, but he's my crazy. So what inspired you to start this channel? Great question. I just wanted to share my voice, and I wanted to do it now. I didn't want to have to wait to figure it out, figure out a way to like get in front of people physically and to build things up that way. I think this was the quickest way and the best way for me to get my message, my voice, myself, my energy out there so that it can start to build and grow into what I want it to grow into. You know, I've always been a big dreamer. I want to take this to the top and have it be as big as I can, and do seminars and retreats and have courses and one-on-ones and all sorts of things that allow me to help people be more of who they are, be who they really actually are, that authentic version of themselves that they've been wanting to express their entire lives, to let go of the shadow and let go of the false self that convinces them that they need to be someone that they're not. It's just what I've always wanted to do, and I've gone about it differently in my life, thinking, you know, I had other passions and interests at times. I used to be an actor. I think, you know, I've told a lot of people on the channel I used to be an actor, and I wanted to use that platform, achieve enough success in that industry to where I'm well known enough, I'm in the spotlight enough where I can share my example and help people that way. So I've always wanted to do, at the core of me, this is the work that I've always wanted to do. And back then, I mean, I don't even know, like I just wanted to be an inspiration. I wanted to be like a motivational speaker, just someone who encourages people to live their best lives, like when I was still Catholic. Because I was Catholic up until about 2018, I would say. So even when I was Catholic, even though I didn't know any of these like sort of the things that I do now, it was just not in my world or reality. Now that I do know them, I'm taking this journey and I'm starting this channel to share all of it and to help whoever I can help as this continues to grow in the infancy of the channel. You know, we're officially 4 months into when I started this YouTube channel, and it's been a blessing. And the sky's the limit. I'm excited to see where it all goes. I know that it's going to, you know, I already live in the perfect place to be able to draw people in to me and to where I live. So I don't even really have to, you know, we don't have to go anywhere these days, you know. There's not a whole lot that we have to do in terms of moving location, because everything's so remote these days now that I can really build everything from where I'm at by doing this online. So yeah, great question. How have you been, TT? I have been great. How have you been since last night? Appreciate you being on for both days. Back-to-back streams right now. Maybe we'll just keep the ball rolling into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday too. I usually just do Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, but maybe we'll keep it rolling. Get into the routine as the summer comes in. As this channel is, you know, I would say it's definitely solidified now. Got like 550 something subscribers right now. It's pretty cool. I'd say that's pretty decent for YouTube in the first 4 months. It's always slow going at first. Good too, right on. Good to see it. Good to see you, TT. Always a pleasure having you in here. Lisa, what's up? Hey guys. What's happening? How are you today, Lisa? Did you get a good night's sleep? Did you just wake up from last night? Good to see you again. I am very tired. I feel ya. From yesterday, I was saying just a minute ago that I'm feeling like a little bit, you know, like the next little level up, the next rung up the ladder. Like, I feel like I came to something when I was talking to you guys yesterday and finding a bit more of the routine that reflects who I know I am based off the questions you ask of who am I. So it's good. I feel like we're moving in the right direction, but I feel you. Just hang in there. A quality 4 hours of sleep. Jeez, oh. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough for sure. But you'll figure it out. I know you're on the way. Jade, I really admire that. Thank you, Jade. I'd love to do something similar too. I'd like to help people who struggle with religious, spiritual abuse. I wish I could start something now, but if I reveal my identity and speak out against my religion, then my family would shun me. Yeah, I feel you there. Back on track today. Good to hear it, Lisa. Yeah, that's a tough place to be, Jade. I totally understand where you're coming from. I totally understand that fear of having your family shun you. I had similar fears too when I was going through it, and it was a difficult thing, like to break it to my parents that I wasn't gonna be, religious or Catholic anymore, and because I was like the epitome of Catholic. Lisa's heard me say this before, but I was altar boy. I did every single thing. So it was like it was almost as big of an identity shift for my parents to accept that I wasn't going to be that anymore as it was for me. So it wasn't difficult, and there was a point where it's like, they just didn't understand and didn't know why, and thought that I was going astray, and thought that, I don't know, that Satan was, pulling me in a direction that wasn't beneficial, but it wasn't actually the case. And, the more conversations I had, the more that I, still showed them, like, look, I'm still me, and this actually makes me happy, having this viewpoint, and so on. It started to soften it for them. Once they realized that I'm still the good kid that I've always been, I always have good intentions. They've always known that I've wanted to help people and change the world in that sense of just helping people be themselves. And so over time, it wasn't right away, but over time they came to accept it. So maybe that will be your journey too, Jade. Maybe at first it will be a struggle. Maybe they will, quote unquote, shun you, or feel like you're doing something evil or bad, or not ideal. And they may be worried about you, and it just depends. Shunning is a little bit different than worry. Shunning is like, if you're not going to listen to my reality, then I'm not going to be involved with you. And as a parent, I really can't imagine as a parent who loves their child that they would actually shun you. At least maybe not forever, Maybe there would be a period of it, but they'd eventually come around, especially if they see that you're actually happy, that you're helping people, that you feel lit up, that you're being a living example of something that a lot of people aspire to, which is just genuine happiness, contentment, a sense of peace, and so on. So I would just say, be brave, have some courage, and my encouragement is, you know your reality and your situation better than anybody. So, these are always just offerings, and take it with a grain of salt and do what you think is best. But there comes a point where we outgrow our parents, in the sense that they no longer control us, they no longer tell us what to do, and we can no longer give them the power over our decisions. So, come in public with it. Maybe that's not the first step to take. Maybe there's some other baby steps that you need to take first to have it be more of a gradual coming out of the closet, so to speak. But I think, Jade, you're going to be fine. I can tell, you're going through this, you're aware, you're here with it. If you ever need help or assistance, or have any questions about any of it, this is always a safe space to bring it. But I just encourage you to just be yourself, and be brave, and be willing to piss people off. Be willing to upset people. Even if it's your parents, which I know is like, that's the hardest thing. But I truly believe that even if they shun you for a little bit, eventually they would come around if they actually see you're truly happy. So, there you go. Take it or leave it. But I honor you for the journey that you're on, because it's not an easy one. It is challenging. That transition is challenging. Dealing with the consequences of people who associated you and identified you as a certain thing, and having that be something that they have to go through and be disappointed in when you decide to be something that isn't how they depicted you, and then see those people fall out of your life. It's tough at first, but trust me, you can know when that happens that they were never meant to be in your life. If that's really the case, if that's really how they're going to be, if that's really how they're going to respond to that, So just take heart, have faith, it's all good. I understand what you're going through. I went through that too. Lisa says the parents were so disappointed their grandsons were not being raised with the Catholic faith. Yeah. But not putting religion onto my sons was 100% the right thing to do. They're adults now, and we've discussed it. They're happy and grateful with the decision we made on their behalf. I have no regrets. Yeah. And I don't see why you would have regrets, I think that's a very, very honorable and amazing thing that you've done for your children, Lisa. And giving them the freedom, if they do feel drawn to religion, then that's fine too. But just giving them the freedom to choose and sharing what you've learned and teaching them and being an example of them, that's very honorable, Lisa. I honor you for that, truly. Be willing to piss people off. I like that. Wise words. Thank you very much. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Good night from over the pond. Good night, Jade. Sleep on that. Yeah, it's a good mantra. Just be willing to piss people off, because people, likely will be pissed when you start becoming who you really are, because it just flies in the face of everything that they're not. And that upsets people, makes them insecure, and so on. But stand in your light, stand in your truth, my friend. Good to see you, Jade. We'll see you again soon. Good night over there in the UK. Thanks for dropping in. And good luck with all that. Let me know how it goes. All three boys are very happy, chill, and well-adjusted. Worth the going against the parents. Yeah. I know, right? It's like it's challenging as it is, especially at first. It's worth it in the end. And now my parents are like, we're all good. It's all good. They understand. The relationship with the grandparents is actually okay. They've accepted it, and we still love each other. Yeah, exactly. There's just like that time period where they may feel like, fuck you. Like, I don't want, you're not my granddaughter anymore. You're not my daughter. You're not my son. This isn't who I raised. This isn't who I taught you to be. This isn't who I identified you as and depicted you as in my reality. They'll get over it. They'll get over it. If they truly love you, they'll get over it, and they'll accept you for who you are. And so just a great example. Yes, exactly. Has to be their decision. Yep, freedom to choose. Thanks, Max. I appreciate that. Good night, Jade. Yep, sleep tight, Jade. And yeah, no problem, Lisa. Of course. Always honor the path of authenticity. Always, always, always. Have your kids been bagging any Monroes lately? Over there? I'm going to start bagging myself some Monroes here pretty soon. Although the spring weather's starting to fluctuate a little bit. A little bit of rain, a little bit of sunshine. I think it might snow a little bit in a few days or next week or something. Won't be much. It'll melt right away, but still. And then it'll warm up. It's just very Colorado right now. Very Colorado vibe right now in the weather. But the sun is coming out, guys, so I might jump off here in a little bit and go hike and maybe shoot a video or something. and then jump back on here a little bit later. But while it was raining, it actually just like got super blue sky out right now. I'll bet it's so nice. So yeah, probably just a few more minutes here. Sorry for the quick thing, but just wanted to jump on in case the weather kept going. But I think I gotta go out and smell that fresh rain. You know, that right after it's rained, that smell that is so fresh out there. Oh, it's the best. So I'm probably gonna have to go do that in a second. No Monroe, just a regular old hill. Yeah, gotcha. Hills are fine too. We had an 18-inch. Or 18 Celsius here today was lovely. Oh, okay, yeah, so 18 degrees Celsius. Yeah, that sounds warm. What was that? That's probably like 50 or 60 degrees Fahrenheit, something like that. Sounds good though. Sounds really lovely. Okay. I do think I'm going to jump off though. Sorry for the kind of up and down. I will be on a little bit later. I'm just going to go enjoy the sunshine, this fresh air a little bit while I can, because the weather's going to be kind of up and down after this. So we'll come back later, maybe around 7:30 p.m. my time, Mountain Standard Time, and we'll continue on. I got to go to pick up my son from work. It was good to catch you. Enjoy the weather. Thank you. Yep, pick up your sons. Take care. Safe travels. And maybe we'll see you later on. I'm sure you'll be up and around, Lisa. But hopefully not. Hopefully you get some sleep, but whatever. Who knows? I'm going through a similar thing. But yeah, have a good day. I'm gonna enjoy the weather. Guys, we'll be back in a few hours, all right? Thanks for tuning in so far. Good to see you guys again.